Welcome, my dears. Welcome, everyone. Just another part, another technical questions about the functions and another issues we just want to talk about here at the board. And I will just right now go for the board here. And I have example like this. And my question here is very simple. I put for you the x values for the x and values for the y. Remember we said when each x value of x give a correspondence value of y, that will be a function. But what if this happened? Like as example, we have repeated two values for x with different values for y. So as example, I said x are 4, y 7, 3, x is 3, y is 9, x is 2, y is 8, x is 4, y is 6. And I told you, this is a function or no? Just a very explicit question, function or no? Here, this is not function. Why it is not a function? Why it is not a function? Simply because we have two values here for x with different values for y, which means not a function. How come x will be 4 and value of y will be 7 in one example, and then the same exercise, x is 4 and y is 6? No, this will never happen. For that reason, this is not a function. But if I say like this, let's go to another example and say, I will just remove this now. We know now when there is x repeated with different values of y, that means this is not a function. Now we'll go to another idea. We'll go to another idea in the same field. And we will say like this now. Here is x and here is y. And I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 5, 6, 7, 9 as example, different numbers. Yes, this is a function. This is a function for a simple reason, because there is nothing is repeated in x here with different values of y. You guys got me? So here I cannot say I don't have x repeated which give different x's, different values for y. And here, that means this is a function. This is a function, okay? Because we said one value for x give one value for y. So please don't forget this. The second part, which I will go to today, is a very important part. Let me just share the screen. Then I will discuss it on the board and know what to do about it. It's about the vertex and about very important topic we will talk about right now. But before we talk about this topic, I just want you to see what about this example. Rewrite each quadratic in vertex form. You can see it, guys, in a vertex form by completing the square. So the mechanism of this is something we call it completing the square. As you see here in front of you, the example which I will work on is y will equal x squared plus 8x plus 5. 8 squared plus 8x plus 5. And that example, I just need to get the following. I want to get the vertex. I want to get the vertex. And I want to see the vertex is min or max. The vertex is min or max. How I will solve this question? I will stop sharing the screen. And I will adjust for you now the screen like this so you can see the board. And I will go for solving this question right now. So for this, if I want to put it in a quadratic form, I have to do like this now. I would say y will equal x squared plus 8x. Now, wait a minute. I just want to put it in on the square shape. shape. So what I will do here, divide this coefficient of x, divide it by 2 and square it. What do we mean by this? 8, let me show you here, away, 8 divided by 2, then all these 2 square. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 square means 16. So I will put here 16. You will tell me, what are you doing? I will tell you, just wait a minute. Wait a minute. Then minus 16. So 16 minus 16, I didn't do anything. I returned back. Plus this 5 which is here, plus this 5. Okay. Now I know the idea. I will take the number in the middle here. That's 8 divided by 2, like I did here. 8 divided by 2, that give me 4. 4 times 4, that will give me 16. I did this. I did it. It's not in the example. I did it by myself. Okay. And at the same time also, I added the 16 and also I subtract the 16 as well. So 16 minus 16 means 0, which means I didn't do anything. Okay. Next step. Remember, this coefficient, the 8, I will divide it by 2 and I will square it. Okay. Then what comes next? What comes next now is that I will do this as a bracket. Like this, I will put this in a bracket like this. Okay. Okay. So this will be x squared plus 8x plus 16. That's all y will equal minus 16 plus 5. That will give me minus 11. Can you remember when we factor this? When we factor this, if you remember when we factor it, it would be how come? I will show you. I will tell you. Usually, we used to do like this. And x squared is x multiplied by x. You remember? We used to do this when we were in middle school. X and x will give me x squared. What are the two numbers that when I multiply them by each other, it will give me 16, and when I add them together, they will give me 8. Again, two numbers, when I multiply them by each other, they will give me 16. But when I add these two numbers together, they will give me 8. Simply, it's 4 and 4. Because 4 multiplied by 4 will give me 16. And 4 plus 4 will give me 8. Cool. That's very nice. So that means that this amount is x plus 4 multiplied by x plus 4 minus 11. That's right. X plus 4 multiplied. So this means that it is x plus 4 all square minus 11. That's true. X plus 4 all square minus 11. And that's, I put it now on the quadratic form. I put it in the quadratic form. Okay. Now, how will I get the vertex? The vertex is the number inside here. Instead of positive, I will switch it into negative. So I will say here, this is the vertex will equal. Positive 4 will be minus 4. And this point, the absolute margin, which is minus 11, I could keep it the way it is, minus 11. Now, one more thing. This vertex is min or max. It depends on the ax squared. A here is positive or greater than 1. So A here is greater than 1. So it's a minimum. So as long as A is greater than 0, then it will be minimum. So this is the vertex, and it will be minimum. One more point. How I will get asymmetry? The asymmetry of x. Asymmetry of x will be the first point, which is minus 4. So asymmetry of x, asymmetry. Asymmetry means what will divide this quadratic form into two shapes. between them, it will be a symmetry of x will equal -4. A symmetry of x will equal -4. That's everything to do regarding this example. And like I showed you before, when we go to the example, when we go to the exercise, how it looks like, it looks like this. I will ask you the question like this. See the asymmetry here. The asymmetry is so let me share the screen first. Sorry about that. Let me share the screen. Yeah, here we go. Now we share the screen. You can see what did I do. So the numbers, I squared the number in the middle, I divided by 2, then I square it. 8 divided by 2 will give me 4. 4 times 4, that will give me 16. Then x squared plus 8x plus 16 minus 16 plus the 5, which was there in the exercise. Then this will equal x plus 4 multiplied by x plus 4 minus 11. So that will equal y will equal x plus 4 all square minus 11. This is the quadratic form, because the first thing in the question is saying rewrite each quadratic in vertex form. Perfect. Then the vertex will be this with a minus, so -4, and this is -11 as it is. So the vertex will be -4 and -11, which is the k, the absolute margin, the margin outside, -11. And the asymmetry will be on x will equal -4. Here it is. Here the axis of asymmetry, axis of symmetry, AOS means the axis of symmetry will be on the -4 here on this -4, which means where exactly the curve will start to move, change its path or change its way. So it will change its way because simply the vertex means where I will change my way. -7, so the x will equals -4. And also it's a minimum point, like what you said, it's a minimum point. We said here, as long as the A is positive, greater than 1, then this is the A here, because this is ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, guys, so here it is positive, so this is a minimum. A minimum means that the curve takes this way, like this way. The curve will be open to the upper part, to the y side, y positive side. That is all regarding these points, and we'll go to the next part. Don't forget, guys, we do this as exam should see here. This is the figure ax squared plus bx plus c. We just remove the c and put k instead of it, and bx we make it like this. By this way, x minus h all squared. This is for ax squared, and the bx here, which I will get from the vertex from it. That's everything for the moment. Thank you.